brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall podcast. I'm your host, Derek Williams, also known as D-Will, the coach, and I'm here with my co-host, my big brother, Brian Williams, a.k.a. Coach Chill Will. What up, Chill?
Man, what's good? Everybody good?
Man, it's been a minute.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, boy, we've been off literally. We've been off 2 weeks.
Yeah, we have.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's probably been 3 for me.
Exactly. So let's talk about it. Let's go on backtrack real quick, B. Let them know what's been happening. Let them know why we've been off. We did drop an episode for him, a bonus episode last Monday, not this past Monday, but the Monday before that. Kind of tell them where you been at, man. What's been popping?
Hey, man, just been kind of moving around, man. Just working on a lot of things. I guess the administrative side of the business. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just got to dial it back, man. Put all your ducks in a row and then get back out and execute. So we've been doing a lot of that because we got a lot, you know, that we've been doing and a lot that we're continuing to want to do.
Right.
So it requires sometimes just taking a step back to evaluate, plan, so you can get back into execution mode.
There it is. Evaluate, strategize, plan, execute. Right? Because like you say, when you put a lot of stuff on your plate, you start going through all of it, then you realize, damn, I'm done with a lot of this stuff.
Right.
We've completed a lot of the tasks and goals that we set forth for ourselves throughout the summer. They had came to fruition. We had actually completed those things. So it was time to sit back, come back to the table, and come up with some new tasks, right? Exactly. Set some new goals, get our 365 calendar together, get our 2023 calendar together, and we did a lot of that, and we got a lot more to do. But, like you say, the administrative work has been done, and we back on the mic with y'all, man. And B, I'm going to tell them before we go any deeper, we winding down season 4, y'all. This might be the last 1 or 2 episodes of season 4. And as y'all see, man, we've started posting our number of episodes in total, right? Because we're going to kind of wean away from the seasons, even though we're going into season 5, right? Because I want everybody to know how many times we've been doing this. So we're going to keep it up. However, we're going to move towards, and I think this I don't even know what episode this is. I had to look it up. We almost to 70. So the thing about it is, man, me, myself, as a lot of y'all know out there, I took a vacation. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, we had completed a lot of the tasks that was on our plate from the summer, and I needed a break. Right. So, but this is a yearly break I take every year at the same time. Me and my homeboys, day ones, we all take a trip somewhere out of town to go to wherever the first crunk football NFL game is, right?
Yes.
Last year we went to Tampa for the Tampa Bay Cowboys game. This year we went to Miami for the Miami Dolphins and New England Patriots. Now, the cool thing about that game is Tua Tagovailoa, ex-Alabama quarterback, Mac Jones, ex-Alabama quarterback, Mac Wilson, ex-Alabama player from right here in Montgomery Carver High School.
Yes, sir.
Jalen Waddle, all them players was on the field, right? All of us are Bama fans. We went to Bama, so it was cool for us to go watch our former Bama players play in the NFL. And, we got to kick it. We ain't going to bypass that. We got to kick it.
No doubt.
So the thing is, and then after that, y'all, my ass came back sick. And B gonna tell y'all, B probably want to tell this story more than I do.
Y'all can have it.
Listen, B don't play with the ocean.
No, sir.
He don't play with the ocean at all. And I jumped my dumb behind in the ocean. And whatever went up my nose in the ocean was from the ocean.
Yes, sir.
And when I came back, it whooped me.
Yes.
It whooped me good.
Yes.
So that was the other reason we were off, man. But with all that being said, we are back, baby. That's right. We are back. The iBall podcast is back to give you the best content, the number 1 podcast in the state of Alabama for all things high school basketball. And B, man, since we've been gone, we've done a lot.
Yeah.
We didn't drop the 2024 rankings.
Yeah.
We've prepared to drop the 2025 rankings.
Okay.
And a lot of that stuff is going on. And I'm sorry, y'all. I know. The rankings for 2025 were supposed to drop today.
Yeah.
I just wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
So if I'm not comfortable, I'm pushing it back.
Right.
So that's what happened. We pushed it back. We're going to push it back to next Monday, man. So be on the lookout for the 2025 rankings next Monday, and they will be an even more accurate depiction of how iBall and iBall with Terry Drake basketball feels about the class of 2025 in the state of Alabama.
Hey, man, you got to do your due diligence, man, because like I said, there was a PA put out to say if there's a guy in the class of 2025 that you think we do not know about, hit the DMs, hit the socials, hit everything. And, bro, the response was enormous.
Crazy.
So in order for us to do, like you say, our due diligence,
right,
and make sure you go down the list, you look at the names, you pull up the kids' social medias, you talk to the coaches, you talk to people that are around the programs, you talk to people in the city, you got to figure out who these kids are.
Right.
And by the time we do all of that work, man, and break it down, and then we discuss between one another what's going on, man, it takes time.
It takes time.
And I want you to understand, when you start to look at this list, and a lot of times when it comes to rankings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in a lot of classes, regardless of classes, and some of them, you can pretty much say that's who it's going to be.
You know who that is.
It's going to be a debate.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2,
right.
3, 4, 5.
Right.
But when you start getting past 5,
mm-hmm.
and we get 6 to 14, when we're really breaking the list down,
mm-hmm.
and 14 to 6, man, it takes some work.
It's minute a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of debate because if y'all, man, we go back to those 2023 rankings, B would be like, hey, man, I like that guy.
Right.
That's who I like.
Right.
Right? I remember on 2024, Drake was like, "Ooh, boy, he can't be way down there."
Yeah.
So, like, it's a lot of debate that goes back and forth between these because we all understand it's a preference. We've told y'all, how many episodes have we had called preference and opinions and all that type of stuff. So it's a lot of preference and opinions that go into these decisions. And like you say, we just ain't throwing names on the wall to see what stick.
Right.
We're actually evaluating each and every one of these players. We're breaking them down to what we feel how their game works.
Yeah.
Right? So, like B said, that take a little bit of work.
Man, it takes a lot of work, bro.
And
let's not even more than anything is going to take time because, like I say, listen, it may be as simple as, okay, I've seen a kid, man, let me go pull up 3 games.
Right.
Let me pull up his best game,
right,
his worst game, and a championship game
if
they have one.
A highlight game.
So you can see the 3 different personalities or if that kid is solid and, hey, that's who he is.
Right.
And listen, if I'm doing that for 100 kids, come on, man.
Right. Listen, 100. I think the messages was like, last I checked, 280.
Yeah.
DMs was like 190.
And listen, and listen, I can appreciate that.
Yep.
Although some of the names that are on the list, man, you shouldn't call the names.
Right.
But I can appreciate that because people are doing exactly what we tell them to do. If you feel your guy's a guy,
right, let
it be known.
Hey, you better let it be known.
Let it be known.
So the thing about it is, we wanted to go through all those names because, like you say, when you get all those names, a lot of them you don't even know who they are.
Yeah,
you've never seen, never heard nothing about this kid, and all of a sudden he's popped up on your radar. You got to go do some due diligence.
Right.
And here's the other part of that. Let's go and turn the corner to a lot of what we're talking about today.
Okay.
When somebody sends me your name, and I go look you up, Lord Jesus have mercy.
Yeah.
B, these boys ain't hoopers.
What are they?
Models.
They models?
They are models. It's more parking lot, gas station, money fan, trigger finger, middle finger pictures that I've ever seen in my life. You got people spamming me about you, like literally spamming my page to look at you. I go look at you. You got one picture, not even a video, one picture of you in a basketball uniform. You got 12 pictures on your page, and 11 of them are gas station, parking lot, money fan, trigger finger, middle finger, bull horns, and all of that. Got your Sprite by your feet, all this different type of stuff. Nothing on your page says hooper.
Sprite by your feet.
Sprite by your feet.
Sprite don't pay you nothing.
Sprite don't pay you nothing. But you got Sprite by your feet. But here's the thing I'm saying. These are kids in the class of 2025. These 15-year-olds. Why the hell are you shooting a bird at a camera? Why in the hell are you showing a trigger finger? Why in the hell are you trying to portray like you got lean in a Sprite? Why are you sitting doing a money fan with 3 20s and 25 ones knowing you ain't got no money?
I wanted to do a lot of them even know what the Sprite represents.
Yeah, they know what the Sprite represents. These folks ain't stupid nowadays. These kids understand. They got the internet. They know what everything is.
See, I'm drinking my coffee. Not paying me, can't get no love.
Yeah, you're not going to get no love over here. No free advertisement. I would say, hey, listen, we're going to get in that later on in the episode. I ain't trying to get off track right now, but I want to stay on these kids that are confused on what it takes in order to be recruited, right? Like, if you want to be a model, go be a model. If you want to be internet hard, internet gangster, go do that too. But my thing is, if you're a basketball player, if you claim to be a basketball player who is a CBA, which is a college-bound athlete who wants to play basketball on the next level, you got to show it.
Yeah.
I know we didn't hammer this home on this podcast, on this platform several times, right? And the thing about it is, every time we talk about it, it just seems to get worse. It gets worse every single time. Like, I'm going to tell you what I really want to. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm going to tell you what I want to do. I want to talk to one of those guys and ask them what their thought process is behind posting pictures like that.
The lines are blurred. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, man, like, there's so much accessibility to professional athletes now. So much. Right. Like, you can really dive inside of their world. And what you really don't understand, a lot of these guys are making, man, $200,000 a day.
Right.
A day.
Right.
So,
if not more.
So when I go on my page and I'm posting the vehicle, the clothes, like, this is reality. This is real reality. But you got to understand, more than anything, I was able to create this lifestyle off the craft of the game.
Right.
These kids are doing it in reverse.
I
wanna show that element, but that's not what I do.
Right.
I mean, well, I can't really afford to show that element. So what I am going to do is just post these pictures, post these likes, post these videos, post this stuff. Like, how do I get basketball content if I don't really play basketball? But see, that's what you got to understand. Because of what social media has created with content creations, man, you have kids that are walking on the programs, kids that don't even play basketball that are saying they're trying to run companies of player development and other things, going on showing basketball, but basketball is really not what they do. But now let me show some fashion.
Yeah.
Let me show some everything.
Let me use basketball to turn the corner for me to say I do everything else.
Right.
So I can use a little bit of basketball content.
Because I'll attract basketball followers.
Right. I might get a basketball sale.
Right.
Now somebody might go buy my T-shirt.
Right.
Now somebody might go look up my clothing brand or my water company.
But let me use my gear pictures in the gas station too, because I might have a little hair. I might have the J's. I might have the dunks on that somebody want, and that drives traffic to my page. And what's ended up happening, guys are more interested in driving traffic to their social medias than actually the craft of the game.
Of basketball.
That's what we're talking about.
So here's the thing about it. Here's what we're saying, y'all. These dudes ain't hoopers.
No, they're just not hoopers.
If I go to your page, right, if somebody tells me to look at you, and I go to your page. Now listen, and I'm just talking about us. This goes for everybody else who does what we do, including college coaches who use your social media as recruitment. People got to understand, your social media is your resume. You just said that 1,000 times on this platform, right? So the thing about it is, if your social media is your resume, and I go to your social media, and your resume tells me you're a model, I'm going to take you as a model. I'm not going to look at you as a basketball player, right? Just because you play on a basketball team or you played on the AAU team don't make you a basketball player. Just because you can go in the gym and do an individual workout with somebody who calls themselves a trainer don't mean that you're a basketball player. That just means you're going in the gym and you're doing basketball work. That don't make you a hooper, right? A hooper is somebody when you go to their page and you look in their bio, and their bio tells you exactly who they are. It has their name, it has their class, it has their school, it has their AAU program, and then it might have a quote or something. And you know what the most important part is? That blue link that's at the bottom, it's a link to their actual videos and games, Huddle account, YouTube account, wherever their content is stored, you can get there through one click from their bio. That's a hooper. And then I go to their page. They got 12 posts, and all 11 of them are basketball videos or pictures. Then you got your one where you with your partners, and you might have 10 pictures in the one post, and all they might be a gas station, your parking lot, your homeboy pic, the kitchen, the bros out doing whatever. You got that on there, but you got 11 other posts, and all of them are basketball. When I go to your page, you know what I'm going to say? That's a basketball player who has a social life. Not a socialite who tries to play basketball.
Right.
It's a difference.
It's a big difference.
It's a fine line, but it's a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
So my thing is, if you want to be considered a hooper, fix your social media for me, please.
Yeah, man.
Fix your social media. Because the thing that pains me even more, is when it's a kid who can actually hoop. Like you're actually good. You actually have a shot. But I go to your social media and you got a shot. But it's another kid over here got the same shot you got. It's a fine line between you and him.
Right.
I go to his page, it's basketball. I go to your page, it's a model. Guess who I'm going to recruit? I'm going to the hooper. He cares more about it. Hey, listen, don't you know when these NBA players, NFL players, when they go to their pre-draft interviews and they get asked the dumbest questions in the world, some be borderline offensive, some overtly offensive. But the thing about it is, they're asking them that question to get a depiction of their character. And when they go to their social media and you got somebody that's playing the guitar on their social media and they be like, oh man, you're a big time guitar player, I see. Like, is your focus guitar or is your focus football? Like, they're going to ask you that question. So my thing about it is, right now on this level, when you got a college coach that wants to recruit you to come to their school and their job and money is on the line, they're going to ask that question. And guess what? If it's somebody out there they don't have to ask that question to, guess what? They're going to go with that person.
Yeah.
They're going to go with the person they don't have to ask the tough questions to because the answer is right there in front of you.
Right.
So my point is, man, clean up your social media.
Yeah, man.
And clean up your social media. And not only that, when you're posting on your social media, I'm going to go here anyway. When you're posting on your social media, right? Whatever the content is you posting, let it be truthful. Tell the truth. Because it's a lot of lying going on in today's game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, and listen.
Smoke and mirrors.
It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. And the thing about it is, Chill, I'm not going to lay all the pebbles on this side of the scale so the scale is tipped.
That's what I was going to say because, I mean, that's happening
everywhere.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I can't just blame one side of the party because it's a lot of different scenarios that go into this.
Right.
Right? Like, they could be the liar.
You're right.
That's easy, right? However, they could just be getting a lot of bad information, right? And they're just relaying this information as it's told to them.
Of course.
And the other person on the other end is lying. But what it boils down to, somebody else is lying.
Right.
And the point about it is, it's not a good look to do so. Mm-hmm. Now, I get the reason you may, because we've had this conversation over here, and you've said it before. If somebody called me and say, hey, good game, I'm going straight to social media. Bless the receiving offer.
Right.
So if that's the way the game is today, I get it.
I think that's where it is.
But ain't that a lie?
It is.
A big, huge, fat, ugly lie.
It's a thin line, bro. It's a thin line because let me jump on the other side of this. I know where you're going because we had a conversation, but now that we actually on the mic, you made me think about something.
Okay.
Because we had that conversation with the coach.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is we know it's a lie. But if we're the general public and we're looking at it, it looks to us like that is what it is. because everybody is not privy to the information that we're privy to pick the phone up to the direct person and ask that question.
Yeah, everybody ain't got that line.
So we can actually see, hey, that's not as truthful as that person is making it. Right? But here's the other side of it. That university's not going to come out and say this is a lie.
Right.
So
that'll be stupid.
Because if the kid actually pans out,
right.
Hey, we were in there.
Even if you weren't.
Even if we never were.
Oh my God, what the hell is going on?
Perception is not reality?
But it is reality, because what you just said was reality from the perception that I'm getting.
Okay. And, like you say all the time, if you not showing that, you're not trying.
You're not. So is it not? If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
It's got to be in this game right now.
But is that we
man? This is
B. Let's just keep it real. All right, here's what we're talking about, y'all. Y'all know what we're talking about. All right. Y'all know how we feel about blessed to receive offers, right? The blessed to receive an offer post that's so popular online, where a kid is blessed to receive, and here, what I'm seeing here more often is they're starting to count the number of offers. Like my first Division I offer, my second, my third, my fourth, my fifth, right? And it goes on and on and on and on and on. But y'all know I've been trying to kill blessed to receive for a long time now. And I understand I know it's never going away. My voice is never going to be able to push that out the door. That's way bigger than me. It's way bigger than us. But the thing about it is, B, I want to change the game a little bit. Don't you know how sometimes you say if you can't beat them, join them?
Okay.
So I know I can't beat it, so I'm going to join, right? I'm going to join. But however, I'm going to put some stipulations on this thing.
Okay.
Here's what we need to do with the new blessed to receive an offer. And I see this quite often from some people. And I like this. And I'm with it. Players, parents, handlers, coaches, when your kid gets an offer from any school, said school, when he gets that offer, we need this to happen. After a great conversation with such and such coach, tag the coach, name the coach that you spoke with.
Oh, okay.
I am blessed to receive an offer from said school. So we got two blanks we're going to start filling in when it come to these offers. We got two blanks. One blank is the coach. We want to know the coach that offered you, because when you get an offer from a school, it don't come from the school.
Right.
It comes from a coach. It might come from an assistant. It might come from a graduate assistant. It might come from an equipment manager. It might come from the secretary. Whoever you got that offer from, put that name in there.
But let me ask you this. Why is it my responsibility to validate to you
it's not,
or whoever,
good question,
or whoever of what I got going on if I just tell you I got it going on? Why do I have to validate that to any said person?
That's a great question. If you don't want to have it validated, why the hell are you putting it up in the first place? If you ain't looking for the clout that you're going out to get, what's wrong with making sure the information you putting out is correct? Why you mad at me that you got to validate to me, but you looking for validation online? Keep this. Oh, I almost cussed. Keep it offline if you don't want if you don't want it to be validated. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. On iBall podcast and iBall with TDB, I'm gonna tell y'all what we do, baby. We validate everything you post online. You listening to these two voices that y'all listening to right now? Every blessed to receive offer that comes across our plate, guess what we do? We pick up the phone, and we are calling said school, and we're talking to a coach, and we're asking that coach, do you know this player, and did you send them an offer? Now, the information that we get back from that, we don't ever put out there, y'all.
Yeah, we never put that out.
Because I'm telling y'all, every single one of y'all asses that put out a blessed to receive offer, my boy, we have looked it up and validated it.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all is lying.
Yeah.
Stop lying. It's not going to impress us or said school or another school or the clout chasers that you're looking for. Keep going, bro. Keep grinding, bro. Stay working. All that fake love that you're looking for, it's not going to do you any good. Now that I've pounded on the player enough, right? We pounded on the player. Remember earlier when we started this conversation, B, I said, I can't lay all the rocks on this side of the scale and have the scale just tipped and say it's all in this person's court. Because a lot of times they getting some bad information. To you clout chasing, job seeking, wanna be big time whoever you are is out there. Stop lying to these damn kids.
Yeah.
You're making the kid look bad. You're hurting the kid's actual recruitment. You're not putting somebody on somebody's radar by telling them that they lie, by telling them a lie about a said school offering them.
Right.
We had to go back into season 3. Interest versus offers. We broke down what's the difference between interest and offers. Now, B, let me tell you something. Remember the conversation we just had, and we said when somebody calls and we talk to them and we going straight to them, hey, I'm saying blessed to receive. They call me. Ain't that the whole thing? They call me.
Right.
That's Martin. They call me, right? So if they call me, that's offer, right? And that's probably just interest, right? But it's a third level that we left out when it's talking about interest versus offers. And it's a conversation. Because a lot of these, I'm figuring out, a lot of these so-called offers are coming from straight conversations. Not even, hey, I picked up the phone to call you and to say, hey, I see you, I like you. It might be a fact of, hey, this is my kid. This is so-and-so. Meet Coach so-and-so. Hey, Coach, how you doing? Nice to meet you. He's running to the thing and running and saying, I got an offer.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was an introduction of you standing with somebody who just introduced you to a coach.
Yeah. But they're chasing validation.
They're chasing validation. So you're asking me why you got to validate to me when you chasing validation.
Yeah.
That's why you got to validate it to me.
Right.
This is a horrible analogy. I mean, horrible, but I'm going to use it anyway. We finna start going about prison rules.
What's the prison rule, bro?
We're checking paperwork. I need to check your paperwork.
Yeah.
Whenever you said, when you come up in this realm of basketball and you say this is what it is, why are you here? And this is every offer. And show me your paperwork.
Yeah.
I got to see it. I need to see your paperwork and what you talking about. Because, B, let me ask you a question. Just say, we're going to use Greedy. All right? We use Greedy. Because we got a picture out there on social media when we were in Atlanta somewhere, man. We were in Atlanta. And Greedy was, I think he was playing with Team Spates at the time.
Okay.
I think this tournament when he played the Thompson twins.
Okay.
All right? And we were I was standing on the sideline, and it's a picture of me, you, and Greedy. Right?
Okay. And
just say me, you, and Greedy standing there, and a coach walks by. And it's a coach that we know from a Division I program, and we just holler at him. What's up, coach? How everything going? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, that's my son, Greedy, man. He da-da-da-da-da. Coach like, okay, what's up, Greedy? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, yeah. I keep eye out. Conversation's over, they walk off. Will it be validated for us to go to the internet now and say, blessed to receive an offer from that school of that coach that we just spoke to and introduced the kid to?
Would it be validated?
Yeah.
I mean, we would never do that.
Listen.
See, yeah.
We wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But that situation is happening.
Yeah, I think people are doing that.
So do you think that is validated to do that?
I don't think it's validated. Me personally,
okay.
I don't think it's validated.
All right, let me ask you that another way then.
But as a player.
Hold on. Not even as a player. Not even a player.
Yeah.
For social media, is that validated? Because, be honest with you, that's where this whole conversation is coming from.
But that's what social media is.
Right.
Social media is about creating content that creates content, even if you never had a real conversation. Dog, you have guys that make weekly and daily workout videos that don't even play basketball anywhere.
Daily videos.
Teaching.
Probably
got 300,000-400,000 followers.
Right.
Probably got some kids in the gym, never played anywhere.
Nowhere.
You understand what I'm saying?
And calling them athletes.
I'm telling you, bro, it has become more about content creation. Let me tell you where your frustration is right now, and I totally agree. we have real hoopers getting caught in that area because a real hooper, Greedy Williams, never got an opportunity to really say, blessed to receive the offer. And you got to understand, as a player, I'm sure as a player, he saw guys out there getting love. And as anyone, man, I know I'm better than that guy.
Right.
And he's getting all this.
The competitive nature inside.
But the perception of that kid is receiving all this is not really the reality that he's receiving all this. But if you're one of those people who's buying into social media, you want that.
So let me ask you this. How much stock should be placed, new term, in social media recruiting? How much stock as an evaluator and or a college coach or scout put into social media recruiting?
Man, I wish I knew the answer to all of these questions that you're asking, and I'm trying to answer them to the best of my ability.
And that's all you got to do. It's your opinion.
But the reality of it is you got college coaches who only recruit off the top 100.
Facts.
Who's to say those are the top 100 kids that you should be looking at? And what I mean by that is you'll have college coaches that never even look at a kid on another court because he's not on this list.
And he's exactly what you need.
And he's exactly what you need. Mm-hmm. He's the player. Mm-hmm. So people are going to do more and more now to try to get that presence on social media because it's become a thing. Social media recruiting has become a thing.
Because here's the thing. And you're right. And I agree with you. So social media recruiting has stock in it.
I don't like it.
Nah.
But it's part of our culture now.
Here we are. We've posted our 23 and 24 rankings on social media.
Exactly. So some kid is going on, they see their name, and hey, all right, now you may go to a page, and like you said, the kid has hoop videos. He's got his social media lined up accordingly.
Right. So
now you're going to go get that kid who's not maybe lined up according because we're in a copycat era. Mm-hmm. I'm going to line mine up. I'm going to do exactly what this kid is doing, but I'm going to do him better than he's doing him. And I'm going to get love. Tell me that's not happening.
Every single day.
I'm going to do you better than you do
head.
You, and I'm going to get love.
Like, oh, boy, you're giving me a headache right now. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm getting a real bad headache because the game is so convoluted right now that honesty has just went out the window. And then we've been around since before the social media era when it comes to college recruiting.
Right.
So we understand that it's always been liars out there.
No doubt.
And it's always been stories and fibs and dreams sold to people, to kids that never pan out and never work out.
Right.
It happens like that all the time. But nowadays it's just, here's a word I'll use a lot and I like. It's overt. It's in your face.
Yeah.
So since it's in my face and it's like that, I don't know how to take it. But I understand why you do it.
Yeah. And I can put as much of it out there as I want to. As much as I want to. And like you said,
I can put as much false information
as I want to. As I want to.
All right, well, here's the thing. With us being the gatekeepers, what's our role in this?
Our role is...
Should we call them out?
You know what?
Because we're calling them out now.
I think we are calling them out. I think what it is when they do actually look at the rankings that iBall drops.
Yes.
iBall and TB, Terry Drake, drops.
Right.
This is real information.
Solidified.
This is validated information.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Give it to them.
We're not just sitting here going off a bunch of social media posts and what's going on and this and that. This is real work.
Real work.
So when you see these names and you pull up at a gym and one of these names is in the gym, he will be as good as advertised.
Right.
right?
Right.
Now, not to say that there's a kid out there that is not telling the social media lie, that is not bought into what we say is content creation for recruiting.
Right.
That's not a good player that's on the same floor that we might see or we might need to know about. So when you call us about him, that's why we're going to go do our homework and find out who this kid is.
So you know what you just circled back to, B? Social media recruiting is important, right? But the validation comes from the messenger.
Yeah.
So the validation does not need to go into the scope of social media recruiting. The validation needs to go into the messenger.
Yeah.
So remember earlier I said, if y'all gonna put out y'all blessed to receives, we need to change it to what I've seen a lot on social media. Like I've seen a lot of those top 100 guys that have Power 5 offers. They do a lot of this. After a conversation with Coach such and such, I'm blessed to receive an offer from said university.
Okay.
Right? I've seen a lot of the top 100, a lot of the validated, you know what I'm saying, interests and offers that go out. I've seen that. So since we've asked for that, right? How about this? How about actual publications like iBall and iBall with Terry Drake Basketball? How about letting us drop your information for you? How about letting On the Radar drop the information for you? Not your AAU team, not your high school coach, somebody who people understand is going to have a validated information. Let them drop it.
Yeah.
Because any information that comes from an individual, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm off top, I think it's a lie.
And you checking.
I'm checking.
Yeah.
And y'all might call me petty for checking, but here's the thing. That's what we do. That's why iBall is here to do that.
Right.
We're here to push basketball in the state of Alabama. And if it's important information that comes out about a basketball player in the state of Alabama, it's our job to talk about it.
Right.
It's our job to bring light to it, right? So if that's the case, when you get your interest in office, holler at us.
Yeah.
Holler at Prep Hoops. Holler at Hoop Scene. Holler at Dirty South JUCO, whoever it may be. Bama Mixtape, Bama Prep Hoops, whoever it is that you want to holler at.
I think the game needs to start migrating to that.
Be elite.
You know, do something different.
Do something different.
If you're a player and you high profile and those are happening, man, let the publications drop the edits. And see, that's the crazy thing about today's recruitment.
Ooh, go hit them.
It has caused everybody to toot their own horn. I understand that you're proud of who you are and you want people to know who you are, but if you're always your biggest cheerleader,
right,
you don't really have an audience.
And here's the other part about it, right? And I love you guys. I love y'all. But we're talking about validated information. If everybody information ain't validated, just because they know a kid, they can drop it, they can do your edit for you, right? Hey man, I need you to do an edit for me. When somebody calls you to do an edit, and you're a videographer or graphic designer, whatever it is that you might do with your lane in the business of basketball, right? If somebody come to you and be like, hey, man, I got an offer from Georgia Southern. You'll do me a edit with the Georgia Southern. If that's the case, said videographer or graphic designer, go validate the information.
They might not be able to get it.
Call me. Okay. Call you. It don't matter what you got to do to validate the information. You might have to go through one or two channels. But before you go out there and start giving this kid information and giving this kid edits, now I understand that's your money.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Now you're dealing with content creation, and that's what they care about. It's a lane, bro. It's a lane.
But do you see where I'm going to where
I see exactly where you're going with it.
It's messed up.
But you got to understand this. Let's look at this. And this is one of the most high-profile players in the game, Mikey Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He has had less and less content come out over the last year than ever.
Right.
And because of that, he's dropped
to number 30.
Everywhere.
Number 30, Brian.
Right? You got team owners like Mark Cuban coming out saying there's a difference between basketball content creators and players who will be good basketball players in the NBA. So because of this, even some of the guys who've gotten super popular off content creation have decided, man, let me dial that part of back of what I'm doing so people in the game can take me serious.
Ooh. So let me ask you something. We're just talking about Mikey Williams, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Like he's like one of the biggest names out there.
Yeah.
And that's who we're talking about right now. You just mentioned him. And you just said one of the most popular high school internet content creating basketball players out there has dialed it back over the last year.
Dialed it back, bro.
So if Mikey Williams has dialed it back, one of the most popular out there, don't you think these regular players should be dialing it back also?
But they hadn't gotten to his status yet.
But here's the reason I said that. I ain't finished my point. My fault.
Yeah.
That was bad radio. Since he's dialed it back because he understands the dynamic of it's hurting me more than it's helping me. If Mikey understands that some content hurts you more than it helps you, is putting out a lie and multiple lies, how can that possibly help you? So shouldn't those players be dialing it back to say, let me chill out with the blessed to receives, right? Let me go work to get some actual offers, or let me link up with somebody who can help me get those actual offers and interests. Don't you think the game needs to, like you said earlier, it needs to be a shift? And I think that's the way we need to start turning is you need to go get with somebody who's validated so they can validate you.
Right.
Isn't that more important right now?
I think so. I think the shift needs to happen. I think what's going on with Mikey is going to create a shift. But let me jump on the other side again.
Okay.
Directly talking to the conversation we're having,
right?
And you're talking about dialing it back, right? Don't really tell the lies. Reach out to the
powers that be.
The powers that be to drop your information for you.
Right.
Because it's validated.
Right.
But understand this. Let's look at it from the other end. The kid that we know for sure has dropped, blessed to receive 2 offers from 2 major universities here in the state of Alabama that were not real, has you, first of all, checking with those schools to see if it's real.
I see where you're going.
And secondly, his name is all
in our conversation.
Yes.
And guess what else his name is doing?
What?
Because when we pick up the phone and call, we're asking him about that name.
It's moving. So it's almost like you're playing chess, not checkers.
You playing a dirty game is what you playing. It's chess, not checkers, but this is Chinese checkers.
Yes, boy. Yes.
Like this ain't.
Yes.
You know what, Brian? You just made me think about something that I wasn't thinking about.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I'm going to throw this lie out there, and I'm going to make iBall, go on the iBall podcast.
Talk about it.
One.
One.
But I'm going to make them pick up the phone and call that coach and ask them about me.
Boom. That puts my name in rotation.
Man, hey, D-Will just called me and asked me about so-and-so. I don't even know who this kid is. Go look him up.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, he got an actual basketball profile page.
Right.
Oh, let me go watch him.
Yeah.
Oh, he plays where? I'm going to go check out a game.
Yeah.
Because your highlights look like highlights.
Hey, man.
If you got a highlight and you got 6 dunks and you dunking on people.
It's just, where are we at?
Oh, so I'm screaming for no reason.
Right.
I'm mad as hell for no reason. I'm slow.
Right. Hey, man. Listen, marketing.
Marketing?
Is it marketing?
So here's the thing. Let me ask you this, B. So we finna wrap it up. Because he got me thinking about stuff now. So is there no such thing as false advertisement anymore?
Not today.
So there's no such thing as false advertisement.
Not today.
Everything you see is real.
To an extent. Yes.
So Kim Kardashian is real when we look at her on the internet.
Yes, she's real.
But everything is fake.
You don't know that. The only reason you know that is because I'm not even going to talk about her. Next.
But blessed to receive. But blessed to receive.
Not real. But
so blessed to receive Officer Kim Kardashian.
But once we go do our work as media, we just fed the marketing scheme of the person who dropped it.
Sounds like the Kardashians to me. So I'm going to tell y'all.
We just fed it.
Y'all boys is Kardashians.
Hey, man.
Y'all models. Y'all is models.
Yeah.
Like it's no more. There's no more truth in the world. Now we knew the internet was a lie. We knew this already.
Yeah.
We know this is whole facade.
Yeah.
We know Instagram is a facade.
Yeah.
But we're talking about factual things in a fictional place.
Right.
So when you're trying to fit fact into fiction, the lines get blurred. And we're trying to fit fact into fiction. So sum this all up. If you want to be taken seriously, get your stuff validated.
If you want to be taken seriously and you want to have a real opportunity to play at the next level, because this is one part I don't think, it is extremely hard.
It's tough
to play at the next level. And when I'm talking about the next level, a lot of guys that look at the things that they're doing, if you go ask any kid in America, there is no kid in America that's going to tell you, I am doing this to play JUCO basketball, Division III basketball, Division II basketball. I am doing this to play Division I basketball. That is why I'm doing this.
Right.
But the reality of them actually playing Division I basketball is extremely hard. So what we're saying is get your information validated so people like ourselves can help you with the Division I, Division II, Division III, JUCO offers so we can help you move. But if you're just out there moving on your own, giving a lot of false information, one, you're not going to get to where you're trying to go, and two, you're not even going to get the help that you need to try to get to another level.
Because guess what, B? When our phone rings, guess what one thing we going to do?
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
We're going to pick it up. Because somebody's coming behind you.
We're going to tell the truth.
And somebody's coming behind them.
We're going to tell the truth.
And you got to understand, we can help with levels. If you're a really smart kid and you got your grades together, you can play some basketball.
We got ways.
You can get a Division III scholarship. They don't get basketball. Boom, you can get on, you can play, you can put the jersey on.
Hey, we got ways.
All right? Like you said, we got guys out here walking on to programs right now.
On.
Listen, and when you take that picture on your social media, we know, but the people do not know if you're a scholarship or a walk-on player.
They just know
You
you're on
got
the team.
people dropping edits that are PWOs, preferred walk-ons at colleges and universities. When that edit drops, it does not say PWO.
Nowhere.
It says that university.
Nowhere.
So there it is.
Perception is reality. And the world is a lie.
It's a lie.
So we gone, man. But I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to end out with this.
Yeah.
We know you lying, boy.
Yeah.
Coaches, we know you lying, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guess what? When our phone rings to get validated, I ain't co-signing for no BS.
No, we're going to tell the truth.
I'm going to tell the truth.
We're going to tell the truth.
Here's the other thing. Even if you out there lying and you can play, I'm still going to tell them you can play. Keeping it 100. I'm not going to ever lie. And tell the truth, whether you can play or not. But, B, we going to get up out of here, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight, man, right here on the iBall podcast, man. Been a couple weeks, man. Sorry for that, but we back in the fold. Y'all see we rocking it out.
We back.
Rounding out season 4, heading into season 5. We in a lot of episodes right now. I am ready to. I'm gonna tease something to y'all right now. And I want y'all to be on the lookout. January 26th.
Okay.
January 26th. iBall with Terry Drake basketball. Got something for you. And B, I want everybody to realize that date. We put out a lot of dates. You know, March 14th last year, August 6th this year. We got dates. This date is in January. What is still going on in January?
High school basketball.
Basketball season still going on.
Yes, sir.
So understand, January 26th. Mark your calendars. Stay on the lookout. iBall with Terry Drake basketball. We got something for you. But B, man, that's it, man. We're going to get up out of here. Holler at these folks and let them know where they can holler at you on social media.
Hey, man, you can find me on Facebook.
Where the lies are.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook on Brian Williams Sr. You can find me on IG at ChillWill334. You can catch me on my business page, iBall Properties, and also my business page, Brian_Williams SR. And you can find me on Twitter at Coach B334.
Man, y'all already know, man. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at iBall Radio. Instagram and Twitter at iBall Radio. Also on Instagram and Twitter at _Real Talk Tees. And on Instagram and Twitter at iBall_TDB. And on Twitter, Coach_iBall. And on Instagram at Guard Your Man, man. Stay locked in, man. Y'all see the T-shirts, man. Y'all see the merch. All that's coming very, 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 very soon, man. Stay locked in to Guard Your Man, man. We got some really special things coming, man. So stay locked in. And listen, B, the reason we don't talk about a lot of our Guard Your Man endeavors here on the iBall podcast is because why? They ain't got nothing to do with basketball.
Yeah, man. We're still building that arm of what we're doing. So,
right.
You'll definitely see it in its community coming near you.
The community coming to you very, very, very soon,
coming
man.
To a community near you.
We said that wrong?
Yeah, coming to a community near you.
What we said, community coming to you?
Yeah.
We're bringing our community to you, too?
No doubt.
So we're bringing our community to your community.
Yeah,
so
doubt.
the community's linking up.
Yeah,
there it
doubt.
is.
Yeah.
But, man, go follow us on all our social media. Stay up with what we got going on, man. And like I say, mark your calendar, man. January 26. B, man, let's get up out of here.
Move with a purpose.
Move with a purpose, man. And y'all already know they call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, we out. Peace.
Peace.